Please welcome back Senator Elizabeth Warren. Welcome back to The View. Anna.
Thank you.
Hi, Senator. So we've got just 12 days to go. People are early voting like gangbusters. They're breaking records. You spent the weekend campaigning for Joe Biden in Wisconsin and in Minnesota, two very important states. How are you feeling in this final stretch after having spent time on the ground and seeing some voters?
Oh, I'm feeling good. 12 days, and I don't know about you, but I can't wait. I want to see us out there. People are voting. People are revved up to be in this fight. You know, I see this as an opportunity to hold Donald Trump accountable. I see it as an opportunity for people all across this country to make their voices heard on the issues that matter most to them. That's what democracy should be about, and that's what I think is happening out there.
Okay, I have three quickies. So the last presidential debate is tonight. Are you glad it's happening? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Are you expecting something unusual that we haven't heard of yet? Is my second question.
You know, I think that Joe Biden will get a little more room to be able to speak directly to the American people, and I think that's great. That will be unusual given the last debate. But I mostly think Donald Trump will be Donald Trump, and he will do everything he can to break it, smash it, destroy it, make it smell bad, because that's who he is.
I'm losing you. Okay, I really didn't hear the end of that. But let's go with this one. Do you have any advice for how Joe Biden should handle it if Trump starts ranting and raving like he did last time and carrying on like a nut? Do you have any advice for Joe?
You know, I think Joe does the right thing. Joe just needs to be Joe. He just needs to be that man who is a man of integrity, a man of empathy, and a man who's got really good plans to help families all across this nation. You know, I know it's a lot of noise buzzing around when Donald Trump is on the same stage, but I just think Joe needs to get out there and talk about directly to the people what Joe Biden wants to do for America.
Overnight, we learned that Iran and Russia have obtained voter registration data, and Iran's already used it to send intimidating emails to Americans about the election. What implications could this have?
Well, Sarah, look, we've been getting briefings on election interference for a long time now, and it's something we've got to be willing as a nation to push back against. I see this as, remember what they're trying to do. They're trying to get out there. They're trying to influence people. Look, we know what the issues are in this election. We know the difference between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. We know the difference between the Republicans in the Senate, who right now are trying to steal another Supreme Court seat, and the Democrats, who are saying, wait a minute, let's stick to the same set of rules, no doing this. We know those differences. We just need to get out there and vote.
Senator, President Obama held his first in-person campaign appearance on behalf of Vice President Biden last night in Philadelphia, and he held no punches. We have a clip right now.
Can you imagine if I had a secret Chinese bank account? When I was running for re-election, they would have called me Beijing Barry. This president wants full credit for the economy he inherited and zero blame for the pandemic that he ignored. But you know what? The job doesn't work that way. Tweeting at the television doesn't fix things. Making stuff up doesn't make people's lives better.
So like I said, he held no punches, right? But do you think President Obama converted any Trump supporters yesterday?
You know, he was right in everything he said. So can we just start with that? Boy, and he was direct. Nobody missed it. You know, I'm not sure if he converted Trump voters, but I'll tell you what he did do. He stirred up the people who are not already committed to Trump voters, and that is a good thing. He gets more people out to vote. He gets more people who voted to talk to their friends, talk to their neighbors, talk to their families, to bring them in to vote. Then that is really valuable. It is a blow for democracy. That's what President Obama was doing, and boy, I'm cheering him on.
Yeah. Senator, this is a hard question for me to ask. Both Whoopi and I have lost big brothers, so we know the heartbreak you are feeling. And we heard about how you lost your older brother, Don Reed, to COVID in the spring. My husband was hospitalized recently, and I've been thinking a lot about families like yours who weren't allowed to be by their loved ones' bedsides in their final days. You've said that that was the hardest part for you. So how are you doing? How is your family doing today?
Thank you for asking, Anna. To lose a beloved member of your family is always hard. But to know that in those last days that we couldn't be there with him. His wife couldn't be there, his sons couldn't be there, his brothers couldn't be there, his sister couldn't be there. To know that he was alone, and then not to know what those last moments were like. Not to be able to have that last chance to tell him how much you love him. And it's been months now, but I still haven't been with the rest of my family. I still can't be with my other two brothers, with my sister-in-law, with the rest of our family. This COVID crisis is a crisis that rips at the fabric of every family in this country that gets touched by it. Here we are at over 220,000 people who have died, millions who have contracted this virus. We are now 8 months in, and Donald Trump and his administration don't even have a plan. They don't even have a way that we're going to get our arms around this so this does not happen to thousands more families. For me, elections are about accountability. And number one on my list is holding Donald Trump accountable for what he failed to do in this COVID crisis.
Senator, I'm so sorry for your loss, and given the personal grief the pandemic has caused you, what goes through your mind when you hear the president say people are tired of this pandemic as cases are surging, or when he attacks Dr. Fauci? Sarah,
when he does this, I just feel like, do you think the whole world starts and stops with Donald Trump? This is an inconvenience for Donald Trump. This is politically painful for Donald Trump. What do you think it's like for the 220,000 families that have lost people, for all of the friends and neighbors who have lost people? Donald Trump just doesn't see beyond Donald Trump. And to me, that is one of the core reasons we have got to have a different president. It's one of the core reasons we need Joe Biden. We need a president. I never thought I'd have to say this. We need a president with human empathy. We need a president who doesn't put himself first. We need a president who puts the welfare and the health of our people first. We need a president who listens to scientists, not belittles them because he doesn't like what the truth is that they're telling him. We need a president who cares about human beings and who is basically competent. And boy, we need him fast.